Hello guys. For the capstone project, I will be showing you how to navigate around chess.com, as it is one like the only chess website online that is widely used around the world and is also um you know looked after by an organization. So I'm just gonna go through all the features of this of the website of its free features so people can learn how to get around and enjoy this website. So a lot of people get confused on navigating around this website. So here is our homepage, okay? We've got all the puzzles here. We've got your match history, daily puzzles for your learning, getting your cognitive thinking, getting your thinking skills up, improving your gameplay abilities, understanding patterns in the game, which is basically what chess is about. Chess is about understanding patterns, memorizing, and also intuition. Intuition is a very good thing in this game, especially when you start getting better and when you're in tough spots when you don't really know what to do. It really helps with that. So let's take a look at the puzzles. So puzzles over here. We've got the normal puzzles here. So every day you will be given puzzles. So over here, because we just started a new account, the the bot's gonna
Hi,
guide
I'm
us.
Coach David.
The bot's gonna guide us with what we need to do here. Do simple drills, and you get I think 3 of these a day. Um, these are basically there to improve your understanding of patterns, understanding how you can checkmate, looking at checkmate opportunities, how do you win pieces, how do you gain advantage through pieces. Sometimes it's not all about being able to checkmate, but trying to find out the best moves to gain an advantage. That's what puzzles are about here. We've also got Puzzle Rush. Now, there's 3 different modes for Puzzle Rush here. There's 3 minutes and 5 minutes and survival. 3 minutes and 5 minutes are there to test out how quickly you can calculate um, puzzles, right? You wanna how quickly you can calculate, you know? You wanna see how fast your ability is, how fast your thinking ability is to solve puzzles. And we've got survival, right? So survival has no time limit, so you can go as long as you want. Basically, it will tell you black to move here. That was a smash that button. You basically get three chances until you're out, and you basically want to go until you've understand all the checkmate patterns. If you let's say for example we get something wrong. I'll show you. They're pretty simple at the start, but they get harder like that. That one I couldn't see off first hand, so let's have a look. If you get something wrong, you can just press the X here. You can have a little tutorial of what went wrong here. So he goes there, and I think this is the move. Right. Now the reason why that's the right move is because once I go there, he goes back there and I do checkmate, give him checkmate. But if I go here, check, he's got here, and then he just gets away safely. So that's like another feature of chess on chess.com. Now the daily puzzle. The daily puzzle is basically sent out to everyone in the world using the website. It refreshes every day. It's basically a slightly harder, sometimes slightly harder, more challenging puzzle to, uh, trying to like encourage you to solve, encouraging you to solve the puzzle because everyone in the world right here, you can see how much people are doing it. A million people have done the puzzle. It's just there to like mentally influence you to do it because everyone else in the world is doing it, and if you do it, you'll be part of it. I don't know if that makes sense. and puzzle battles. So puzzle battles, essentially, you can play with your friend, or you match up against anyone in the world. And for a quick 3 minutes, you and someone else, try to solve puzzles in the fastest time in 3 minutes, and whoever ends up solving more puzzles wins. Now, there's also custom puzzles. Custom puzzles, you can go through, you can enable all these options, all these categories. So let's go back rank. This is back rank, right? You can categorize anything you want to practice for your game winning, anything you're lacking in time, or you're lacking in skill, you can develop here. And I think there also used to be you could input your own puzzles, but I think they removed that. But that's fine. Now, we've also got on play. This is where the main area is. Play is where you have all your standard game modes. You have 3 minute, you have 5 minute, you got 10 minute. So rapid bullet, I mean, yeah, rapid bullet and blitz. Three different time zones in this. And along with that is actually a bunch of other different um, games. So right now, this is chess classical. This is classical chess. But throughout the years, people have created different types of chess, and they're just there, mostly there for fun, to just play with your friends, try to have fun in the game, try to change things up a little bit instead of just memorizing and just going off by heart, because sometimes uh it is very annoying to people, because most people just understand uh how openings work. They memorize everything from the start and they just have a stronger foundations. As in, some people, they want to challenge themselves, or sometimes they just want to have fun and they play different modes of chess. So let's look at Chess 960. So Chess 960 is essentially, you have a game, and all these pieces over here, the kings, bishops, knight, queen, king, rooks, that all of these pieces are just mixed. They're not in their standard place. Um, Bug House. It's actually one of my favorite game modes. I used to play as a kid. Bug House is basically where it's a 2v2 player game. So let's have a quick look. We can play 3 minute. Hopefully we get someone on. Oh, okay. We're in a game, I think. Uh, That's fine. But Bug House basically. Oh, we're in a game. I'll just explain this real quick. You and your teammate play chess, right? And every time you take a piece, your teammate gets it. And when they get that piece, they can use that piece and place it down anywhere on their board, and that counts as one turn. So I just took his queen right here, and my teammate right there, he gets a queen. Um, he hasn't gotten a piece for me, so I can't really place anything. So we just play normal chess, but a little bit more fun and funky. We'll just do a quick game. Now there are also other game modes you can play on this game. Have a quick look at some of them. There is King in the Hill, and it's in the name, King in the Hill. All you need to do is try to get your king to the middle of the board. This to one of these middles, then you win. Four player chess is another chess that is actually fun. You can play with three other friends if you have them, or you can just play for fun. Basically, there are four different sides. Not over here, but in a larger scale board. And you you play one move, and everyone else plays one move, and you go around in a circle. And every time you take a piece, they have to wait until the opponent has to wait until their turn to take that piece again. That kind of makes sense. And in here, when the pawn gets to the other side, you don't promote pieces. They just come back into your hand. Now there's some of these are just some casual some of the events, but there are way more like variants. We can have a quick look. We've got atomic chess, so capturing a piece. All the pieces like around it in its normal. Let's say if it's a bishop. The bishop, if it took something like on this board, or everything around its radius would all die in its area of range. Fog of War, it's a very hard game of chess to play. It's kind of like blindfold chess. You can only see this part of your board, and you can only see the other part of the board until, let's say, if your pawn was here, then you would be able to see those two parts of the board because your pawn can take that. Let's say if your knight was here, it can see all of these spots. If your queen was over here, you can look at all the spots that your queen's looking at. So whatever piece is looking into the fog, or if it's like direction goes to the fog, you can see that piece. The only time where you can't see any further than if, let's say if like a bishop is over here, and there's like say like there's a knight over here. This bishop can't see past where the knight is, so it can only its vision stops here, and then after that it goes blank again. There's giveaway. Giveaway chess is basically you want to lose all your chess, I mean all your pieces. Dock chess, I think every one move the dock can move this piece around the board to limit the squares of a player. Um, Chaturji chess is like some very ancient Indian four-player chess. Even I haven't played it. I haven't really experienced it before. There's so many game modes that I haven't played either. Now, horde chess is basically the bot has all the pawns and you just have normal like stand board and he has everything else. There's also checkers here. There's four-player giveaway, basically four-player chess, except you give away pieces. I think that's it. Actually, no, there's more. There's tons more. That was just the most. These are the most popular types of variations people like to play. Now, there are tons of other themes people can explore. I have no idea what most of these are, but this is a pretty cool thing to have fun with your friends and try this out if you have time, maybe one day. Also, chess.com has a free free tutorial. So you can go learn here. You have analysis. So maybe if you played a recent game and you really wanted to review it because you didn't understand how the game was, if you're winning or losing, you can have an analysis of it. It will tell you the best moves, where you went wrong, the mistakes, the places you didn't capitalize on. And you can do this once every day for the free membership, and you also have courses. You have lessons, you have courses, you have coaches. There's tons of things here. So we have all these courses for you to go through, and I think you can do a
Let's review.
couple of these
Which piece can
every
white
day.
capture? Good choice.
This
White's
basically
king is
just
in check.
runs
How can you get to
down.
safe?
This
Nice.
basically just goes
The
over
black
how
bishop
you
is
can play
checking white's
chess,
king.
the
What is
basics of
white's
basics
best
of
way out of
chess, the
check?
best moves you can play basically. It's free and it's educational, and you have plenty of time to try it out. And it's great for your cognitive and mental
Good
thinking.
choice. White can check with
It's
the
very fun as
queen
well.
or with the rook. Which one is checkmate?
Um, there's also courses. Now, courses goes through multiple different things here. In chess, there's such a vast amount of um variations and possibilities. Um, like openings, end game, middle game, strategies and tactics, right? Each each and every single opening can result in different endings, right? And chess.com like aims to educate you on how to get better for free. So this is for the free membership, and I think you can do once a day or a couple times a day, so, maybe 2 or 3 times a day. You can go through different courses to learn. Now there are a bunch of openings, coaches, and practices you can do. And aim chess training is also like another another website that helps you learn how to play chess. So there's also a watch feature. So you can watch many YouTubers, Twitch streamers, watch them how they go through on how to play chess. You have top grandmasters in the world playing chess. You have, like I said, the national, like the world organization type of chess. So the the people who organize the chess games, like in actual tournaments, are called FIDE. FIDE. They hold all the tournaments worldwide for Chess World Championship and all those other events leading towards that. Now on Play, I think there is also tournaments that I forgot to mention. Right now, there's not many tournaments. Actually, no, there's some in a while. Maybe I'll live stream that later. But every once in a while, tournaments come up, and you play these tournaments. And if you reach, I think maybe top 1 to 3, I think this is consistently, or I think for maybe there is a certain amount of times you have to come and win in these tournaments. And once you do, you get titles like International Master or or like Grandmaster. Um, there's many different rankings. I think you can check it out on leaderboards. So you have all these top players in the Blitz category, Bullet category, Rapid, Daily, which is I think the puzzles. But you have puzzle battle, you have lessons as well. Um, you have all the top players on news, articles, news. This is if you're like into chess and you want to learn how to play chess. You're inspired. You just like to have fun playing chess. It's something you can do. And there's also a friend feature on chess.com. You can look at clubs. And I think clubs are just a bunch of places. I think sometimes organized by schools or communities that you can join. Like you see a bunch of them. There's fan clubs. There's actual national like there's the US Cup you can see in US chess. There's India. This is held by university. So there are organizations that hold chess in as a curriculum, I guess, if you could say, or like an extracurricular activity. There's also friends, like I said. If you want to have fun playing chess, I would play with friends. Have fun. Play play maybe standard against each other, or even the various game modes there are in it. Um, and that's pretty much it. Not much else to go over. Maybe you can play against bots as well. If you don't want to lose any rating points, you can train with the bots. Alright, well, thank you guys for listening. If you guys have any questions for me on chess.com and how to use it, please do ask. And like and comment if you learn anything. Otherwise, I will be seeing you guys later. Thank you.